Alright.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, my fellow friends. I'm Matthew, and just before starting the talk, I just want to say that I'm very excited to share my greatest experience. So, what I want to talk about today is the essence of self-confidence. So, everybody knows what self-confidence is, right? But do you have an experience knowing the true meaning of self-confidence? Well, I have my experience by the game. Okay, this is the game that I love the most. StarCraft 2, made by Blizzard Entertainment. It is a real-time strategy game that you need to compete with your opponent through the internet. And before going into the actual game, you'll see this kind of screen. So at the left, you see an ID called Amorfati, and it is me. And at the right, with the black box ID, I hide it. And it's my opponent. So can you see the difference between those two profiles? And yes, they have a different frame colors. And these frames represent the level of the current user. So if you can expect, my opponent is higher than me because it has shinier frames. So for me, I always wanted to go to the higher level because it's most basic instinct of the man. But the problem was that I always failed because every time I encounter more higher level or shinier frame opponent, I always lost. And before my enlightenment, I always blamed those defeats to my personal skills. So how did I overcome these limitations? Well, as a matter of fact, the Blizzard always refreshes this frame every 3 months, like this. So if you can see these two profiles, you can't see any frames. This means that you can, during this period, you cannot know the actual level of your opponent. And one day, it was just an ordinary day, playing the game with the unknown level opponent. He was a very good player, but during playing the game, I just thought that, well, if I just do what I did before, I think I can win. And just as I thought, I won the game. However, after the game, I went to his profile and checked the level, and it was really higher than I thought. So what did I learn? Well, before the game, I learned that it was not the lack of skills that I lost every time. It was lack of self-belief. So before this game, I always lost because I was already overwhelmed by the frame of the opponent. So I made actual limitations for myself before even entering the game. But after this game, I always talk to myself, hey, I think I'm going to win today, and if I do just what I did, I'm a very good player, so I can win. So I won, and currently I'm in this kind of league, this diamond league, which is top 23% of total users in Korea. So, well, after this experience, I realized that not only in the games, but in the other fields, I am a better person than I thought. So, there's no need for me to be scared even doing it. My friends, the self-confidence is not a big thing. It's just a self-esteem that you can win, or yes, I can do, or just like Henry in Namdakanda told his colleague when he taught English in a TV program, who is the best? And I'm the best. And he's Brad, so he's saying Brad is the best. So my friends, do not underestimate yourself. You're a better person than you think, and do not care about outer factors. You can overcome them very easily. Just believe in yourself, and just before doing something, talk to yourself, who's the best? I'm the best. Thank you for listening to my presentation. So we will jump into the agenda, and the first agenda is, so who is the best? Is there any answers? Okay, it, but sorry, but I can't hear. You have to say it. like him, like him. You can do it.